Push the weight in the flex. Flex alive is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, share the video. Like the video, hype the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us. Speaking of Miguel, you know what I noticed? Drew Titan and Coach Hudson and Stormy B-Man. Why am I getting more views? All of us, we're getting more views on Rumble than we're getting on YouTube. I'll tell you why. You know, we always say, hey, man, notifications ain't going out. People saying, hey, man, I ain't getting no notifications. Why'd you stop doing content? I said, well, we're being suppressed. We told you. I'll have like 900 views on a video, go to Rumble the next day, almost 2,000 views. That's not a mistake. So y'all see the link pinned at the top. This is why I say, man, YouTube does not deserve all of our talent. They don't. So we're going to absolutely smut YouTube out and use them for what they're for. Because there's going to be a point in time where you're going to have to go straight to Rumble to catch my live streams in the morning. I'll leave the short 8-minute videos for YouTube. They don't deserve my talent. Yeah. Let's do this roll call. Dow Big G. Shogun over there on Rumble. Sylvester, Sly Steve, salute over there on Rumble. And any on YouTube. Your salute, man. Y'all make sure y'all make that lateral move, for real. Stormy, D4L, salute. The Netric over there on Rumble. Bernard Gilbert, Rumble. Dion next up. Robert Singleton, Shogun. Combos with Cam, salute, Queen. Queen, go to Rumble. Take your talents to Rumble. Shyland over there on Rumble. Felix Nunez, salute. Cold Water, Rumble. Rumble in the Bronx. Yes. Rod Neal, my brother. Big Soldier, salute. Y'all see what's pinned. Y'all know what's going to happen in about maybe 20 minutes. K-Rod over there on Rumble. Captain America, salute. Y'all already know what's going down. Aaron Butler, salute. And y'all see Tank in the title. Y'all know I'm going to take the gloves off when I go over there. But right now, I want to brainstorm. Savage, salute. I want to brainstorm. Black Gun Owners, salute. Hey, Black Gun Owners, go to Rumble, brothers. Brothers and sisters, go to Rumble. The link is pinned at the top. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Yep. How on earth, almost all my videos, 1.3 thousand, 1.5 thousand, 2,000. I'm like, what? And I go back to YouTube, 900 views. I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. How's that possible? Well, okay. They're giving money out over there too. So yeah. Snoop, what up? Dash Porter, salute. D-Block. Lamar Griffin, salute. Rumble. So anyway. So I saw this. I don't know what's going on. But hey, it's news, right? They always say, why are you always talking about Tank? Because he makes it easy. And I know when I talk about Tank and I put him in the title, you're gonna show up. And I'm talking to the D-blowers. So let's brainstorm on what Tank's issue is. And I'm talking to the family here. Brother Lamar, salute. Cammy, salute. I'm talking about the family in here because brainstorm, that doesn't apply to Tank fanatics. Y'all want to tell me what's going on with this? This came across my virtual desk. I read it and I'm like, what now? What now? I thought we was waiting for him to come back to fight the almighty Isaac Cruz. And then I get this. What is this? Y'all tell me, because I don't know nothing and I'm a hater. I told y'all, yeah, I hate the kid. Y'all put that on me. Let's play that game. Okay, fine, I hate him. Now, please explain to me what the hell this is. Y'all tell me. Steve L. the Max, salute. What is this? What now? That's where we at with Tank. Oh, my God. What now? Fine. He was coming back to face Isaac Cruz. I already told y'all. Don't like it. He should be running it back with Lamont Roach. Isaac's at 140. I thought 140 was too big. Every time he does something, the Tank fanatics have to, T-E-W, have to justify his stupidity. So what now? Please, somebody tell me what the hell this is. What is this? What is this? Since I don't know, Philip D. Redden, salute, brother. Brother, you see the link at the top? We're gonna do a lot more work on Rumble. So please, good brother, make a lateral move. And I'm doing pep talk tonight. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. I was gonna do it last night, but you know, Daredevil came on and I got tired. I was watching Stormy. Yo, listen, man, the Tuesday tussle. 4-ounce sniper salute. Stormy B Man's Tuesday tussle. I'm telling y'all right now. Now Stormy could do film study and break down the science of the sport without Miguel interrupting him. Word is bond. Yeah. What did LeBron say? I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Yeah. That's what we're doing. The ex-wife, Tay Browning, the queen of MMA. Baby, Rumble. Good morning, my Bew in the chat. Salute, queen. Y'all go subscribe to her. And Tay, start a Rumble. Stormy was cooking last night. Nice film study. The camera, everything works better over there. I'm looking at my views. I had to refresh the page. I said, is that real? I'm like, why do I got 1,500 views on a video I really didn't care about? I'm like, that's not my best word. Snacks, what up? I'm like, what? I was like, hold on, something's not right. Then I go back to YouTube, Jelly Bean, what up? I go back to YouTube, that same video, 800 views. I'm like, how? I just got the Rumble. I just got there. How? Oh. We've been telling you what Greg Hackett said. We've been telling you. We've been telling you. We have been telling you this. The same people that defend Tank Davis and Ryan and Rolly and all these other racists, Tyson Fury, they don't have the same technical difficulties that we have. They don't. I know they don't. That's why they sold their soul. They make their booty clap. You a black Ryan Garcia fan, you're not a boxer fan. That means your booty clap. Every time you walk. It's all right. A lot of y'all want to be in Mellow Yellow House. You get caught walking out of there, be like, yo, man, why are you walking funny?
I was hit in the rear.
Really? Delano, what up? He says, well, let's entertain this. Peace, Drew. I disagree with Cruz comeback fight, but your boy Roach got Cruz problems, so it's not a bad choice. I beg to differ, brother. I beg to differ. You know why? Your man Tank said, I'm coming back to fight Cruz. So Cruz said, why Roach when I could go fight Tank? I thought Cruz lost that fight. I think Cruz says, I got a better shot beating a Tank than I do Roach. I thought Roach won the fight. But Cruz was chasing Tank all around the ring. And I thought Tank beat him fairly easy. He outboxed him because Cruz is one-dimensional. But why run it back and risk losing to Roach when you can run it back and lose to Tank? Look, Roach had two hands and fought him in the pocket in spots. Tank had one hand, and Cruz was on a high. Like, yo, I really think I could get this guy. So I think him fighting Tank is a lesser of two evils. So Cruz got Roach problems. I'm glad you said that. Why isn't anybody holding Cruz to that standard?
Whoa! What?
Did you hear what I just said? Welcome down, Van Houten in the building. Salute. Romello, Allfather, salute. Ace Daddy, salute. Y'all hear what you heard I just said, Delano? Why isn't anyone holding Cruz to that standard? See, we like holding our own black fighters to that standard. He got this problem. He got that problem. He got this problem. He got that problem. Nobody ever said Cruz better not do anything else but run it back with Lamont Roach. Nobody ever said that. Why? Why? Nobody ever says that. When it comes to black fighters, we got to get it back in blood. Y'all did it to Floyd. Y'all did it to Devin. Y'all do it to Deontay. You name it, they did it. Eden, salute. That's what y'all did. Why don't you say, hey, Cruz better not? Cruz can't fight. Yo, Delano, why can't you say Cruz shouldn't be fighting Tank? Tank beat him. Cruz got Roach problems. But you got to say Roach got Cruz problems. I beg to differ. I thought Roach won the fight. I did. I thought he won the fight. With the knockdown and all. I thought he won the fight. You see how you cats are well trained, boy. You cats are well trained. No. See, I just said you're well trained. Look what he says. Because Roach is the A side and should have stopped him. Nonsense. First of all, when has Cruz been stopped? For you to even say that. When has he been stopped? Ever. He's never been stopped. So you're holding him to a standard. Not even the almighty Tank stopped him. He couldn't have stopped him. Tank couldn't stop him. So throw that out. And all this A side, B side, where are you getting that? If anything, Cruz is the A side. Didn't Tank pass the mantle to him and say, didn't he knight him and say, a new star is born? That's what Tank said. And Cruz has turned heads ever since. He's one-dimensional as hell. He's one-dimensional as hell. Yes. But you're saying Roach got Cruz problems. No, Cruz got Roach problems. That's the reality. But wait a minute. Who fought who to a draw? Because last I checked, Tank beat Cruz, bro, with one hand. Tank has Roach problems. Y'all remember the Muhammad Ali commercials when he was promoting Decon? Remember that? Yeah, Tank got Roach problems. Tank does not have Cruz problems. He beat him with one hand. What are we talking about here? A side, B side? Nah. No. That's not real. That's not a reality anymore. True Boxing Night. Ultimate Fight Club News. Salute. Y'all see the link up top. Y'all see the Rumble link. Y'all know where this is going. I have to keep it calm and professional on YouTube because Miguel doesn't like it when I raise my voice because Miguel bites every pillow in his apartment.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
You fairy. Run that.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
I beg to differ. Tank Davis has Lamont Roach problems. Tank Davis has Lamont Roach problems. Tank Davis has Lamont Roach problems. He does not have Isak Cruz problems. You see how y'all just tried to put Cruz off on Lamont Roach? No, he don't. And what he did was he snatched Lamont Roach's food anyway. Because I want to see that fight again anyway. But instead of your man doing the right thing and fighting the guy that fought him to a draw, he wants to fight the guy he beat already. This is why Tank is a putty cat. Delano, this is the part where I tell you to cut it out. At this point, you lost that. You lost that. There is no excuse for Tank to be coming back to fight a guy. And by the way, Delano, what weight is he fighting Isak Cruz at? And while you answer, let me ask y'all a question. What is this search warrant about? Is it even real? I didn't make this news. It came to me. Y'all tell me what's going on with this kid? He can't get right. Can he? This kid can't get right. Every time I turn around, listen, man, let me be honest with you. Y'all want to see Tank so bad? Fine. And when he comes back and get his ass beat, I already know what y'all gonna say. Oh, well, Tank had this going on in his life. He had that going on in his life. He had something going on in his life. He should have took some time off. Hey, man, I think Tank should retire, but I'm done listening to y'all. Y'all just like seeing his tattooed skin sweated up. Y'all like looking at his chest to see where his nipples are positioned because they're tattooed over. Because y'all are fairies. At no point are you worried about his mental health. At no point. Y'all don't care. Keep telling you. The dude said he wanted therapy. The dude said he didn't want to fight no more. He said that. Once a fighter starts talking like that, you got to let him go. And the last time we saw him in the ring, was you a little shocked? I know I was. I was like, what's going on? What's happening? Uh-oh. Whoa, taking a knee. What's this? Hold on. Then after the fight, it's, oh, wait a minute. Grease in the eye? And like the idiots y'all are, y'all went and threatened that girl who's from my borough. She had to post what she put in his head. It said, no, the ingredients said no grease, no alcohol. The only thing in his eye was Lamont Roach jab. Hey! Yo, Delano, you do know there's nothing you can say to justify anything, right? You do know that. I know Tank's your man. But there's no getting around this. He's you guys are the only people defending him because he looks like a whole clown right now. We've been telling you. Everything he's done has been a marketing scheme. Good job, Floyd. Good job. Because, watch this. You see this right here? And I left like 2 people off of here. This right here, unacceptable. This right here, unacceptable. The only person he did fight was Lamont Roach down there at the bottom, and he fought him to a draw, and he won't run it back. Now, question, Delano, I asked you. He calls out Isak Cruz, y'all cool with it, fine. What weight is he fighting at? What weight is he fighting at? Please explain. And that's another thing. That's right, Big Soldier. We didn't even want Lamont Roach. We was like, what the hell is he doing that for? The guy's at 130. Why is he doing that? And what did y'all tell us? What did y'all tell us? Leave him alone. He's breaking bread with his brother from the DMV. He knows him. We was like, yo, Tank ain't friends to none of yous. He said that. He's not friends with anybody. He's not friends to none of yous. He's cussing y'all out. If you're going to cuss out the fans, BFTB salute. If you're going to cuss out the fans, why do y'all defend this guy? Yeah, exactly, Delano at 140. But I thought 140 was too big. Didn't y'all tell us that? Y'all told us that. We said, no, it's not. Y'all said he said the 140 was too big. He never said he wouldn't go back. And y'all just said, hey, he's too big. And we left that alone. He pulls up Lamont Roach from 130. We was like, why is he doing that? Shakur's there, unification. Devin's over there, but Devin's too big. But ask a Tank fan, who wins between Devin and Tank? Oh, Tank by knockout. So why aren't they fighting? Devin's too big. But who wins the fight? Tank by knockout. Why aren't they fighting? Because Devin's too big. But who wins the fight? Tank by knockout. But why aren't they fighting? Because Devin's too big. That's what it is to talk to a Tank fan. It's a circle. It's a circle. But you know what the reality is? The reality is, y'all want to get caught leaving his house. And when I ask you, why you're limping? Your response is,
I was hit in the rear.
yeah. I know some of y'all, it's y'all first time. Y'all want to get that cherry pop. It's your first time. I'm like, yo, you okay?
I hope I'll never get hit in the rear again.
You don't mean it. You don't mean it.
I was hit in the rear.
You guys are disgusting, man. You guys are disgusting.
Do you suck dicks?
Y'all do that all day. Niggas going to Tank's house. He be like, yo.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
But if your nose too wide or your light skin like him, see, Tank like dark skin brothers. That's what I heard.
Get your hand off my penis!
Delano, that's what he says to y'all. Whenever y'all get in here and trying to defend him, you know.
Get your hand off my penis!
He don't like y'all, man.
Get your hand off my penis!
He does not like y'all. He doesn't like y'all. He don't like y'all. Any of y'all. He hates y'all. He said that. Yeah, you're right, Delano. Devin moved on. People move on. If David Benavidez stuck around 168, he'd be an idiot. He moved on. He said, Canelo's a coward. And the boxing world let him get away with that. But mind you, Canelo tried to fight a cruiserweight named Badu Jack. Y'all remember that? So you can fight a cruiserweight, you can fight a light heavyweight, but you could not fight David Benavidez. And the boxing world let him get away with that. And y'all are letting Tank get away with this. Y'all not holding him accountable. You're going to tell me, you just told me that Lamont Roach got Eastside Cruz problems. You didn't say Cruz got Lamont Roach problems. You said Lamont Roach got Cruz problems. No, he don't. Tank Davis got Roach problems. He don't have Cruz problems because he beat him already. Y'all told us, hey, he's fighting Cruz. He's fighting Lamont Roach. We was like, why? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. It's his DMV brother. He knows him. He's breaking bread with him. I said, all right, man, here y'all go again. Then we were supposed to go to Houston for the fight. Y'all remember we was going to Houston? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember we was going to Houston? And what happened? Blue Blood broke the news like, hey, man, I don't think it's happening in Houston. Y'all blame Blue Blood for that. I'm like, why? Y'all remember this? We ended up having it in Brooklyn. Fought to a draw. I'm like, man, wait a minute. I'm looking at Tank fans like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? It was Blue Blood's fault. It was the LDBC's fault. It was Bill's fault. It's everybody's fault but this yellow dude. Mellow Yellow. Y'all know why I call him Yellow? Ain't because of his skin tone. You know that? It's because he has a yellow streak down his back. He's a coward. I can't believe y'all blame Blue Blood. The phone calls that I got. Yo, you shouldn't be listening to him because people that give out that information, they don't have access to the people in those meetings. I'm like, yo, you said all that. And if he's wrong, he's wrong. But all he did was call on the phone, and they said there's nothing booked, not only for that weekend, but for that whole week. And the way the PBC worded it, I thought that they were doing construction in there. But shout out to Rod Neal, because he said there's nothing going on at the Toyota Center because the Rockets got scheduled games that week. And I said, so why are they making it sound like there's a problem with the venue? What are we talking about? Delano says, but it's coming off of 2 draws. The fight lost some juice. Roach the fight lost juice because y'all are ignoring it like it didn't happen. Delano, you fight to a draw, you automatically are supposed to run it back. Period. Floyd had to do that 2 times in his career. Castillo ran it back. Maidana ran it back. Those were close fights. That wasn't even a draw, mind you. It was close fights. They just said, no, Floyd, run it back. He won those too. Tank has a legit draw. Legit draw. First one in his career against his DMV brother. The guy y'all told us to leave him alone. Remember that? Y'all said leave him alone. We didn't want that fight in the first place. And now look what happened. He beat Cruz. He beat him. Why are you not running it back? What are you scared of? You scared? That's what it is. You scared. It's okay. I hear it in your speech. Because I think with 2 hands, Tank knocks Cruz out. But wait a minute. The fight's at 140. I thought 140 was too big for Tank. This is why I love letting Tank fans talk. Because y'all are slow. So y'all could see it. Get ho. Get ho. Get ho. Shots fired. Your man, I don't blame Roach for anything. I blame Tank for being an absolute douche. Roach ain't messed up the bag. He got paid. Now watch this. I don't see Eastside Cruz screaming about a rematch. Delano, are you calling that out? No, it's all Roach's fault, though. You know why? Because Roach made your man look human. There's an honor saw called The Next Niggas. And that's what you're doing. He made your man Tank looks human and subpar human at that. Fought him in the pocket and all that. Made him take knees and all that. And then he got in there with Cruz, and you high-key was rooting for Cruz. And they fought to a draw, and I thought it was a robbery because I thought Roach won the fight. That's what I thought. I thought Roach won the fight. But business is business. And we didn't know if Tank was coming back or not. But Roach told us, watch this dude get out of the rematch. He told us that. And what did your man Tank do? He went on to Jake Paul, couldn't get that right. Because remember, Delano, you was one of the people in here telling me, hey, man, let Tank get his money. I said $40 million and ride off into the sunset with Al Heyman. I don't know what that was about. Or do I? Or do I?
What are you, a homo?
So we left him alone. And instead of getting $40 million with Jake Paul, he got jail time and went on a run with with the US, running from the U.S. Marshals fight with some chick at a damn strip club? What are we doing? So Lamont Roach, we didn't ask for. Jake Paul, we ain't asked for. All right, let me put up this picture again for you. We ain't get none of this from 2018 till now. We can't get a Lamont Roach rematch. You saying he messed up the bag. No, he didn't. Because what Tank calls for is the bag, right? So Tank being a man, wanting that lick back, he should have been fighting Lamont Roach. So that draws an L in my book. I don't care. No Jorge Linares, no Lomachenko, no Mikey Garcia, no Devin Haney, no Subadel Matias, no unification with Shakur, Gary Russell, your man. Gary Russell been calling him out forever. Your man, Delano. None of that. No Teofimo Lopez. Why does Teofimo Lopez have a better resume than Tank Davis? Hey, who knows? No Josh Taylor at 140. No Regis Prograis at 140. George Kambosos came through and became unified. All on Tank's watch. Keyshawn Davis. Remember when I said this the fight right here? The battle of the Davises? Highlander. They can only be one. None of that. Ray Matala. None of that. Abdullah Mason. He don't want no smoke. Please explain. I can't even get. He's getting we're getting a Cruz rematch. You're bugging. You're bugging. But somehow, y'all like to sick his duck. What are you doing? Listen, at this point, when you could say Teofimo Lopez has a better resume than the guy y'all nut lick, I literally, at this point, March 25th, 2026, I could look at Tank's resume in comparison to everybody working and literally say,
this should be in the trash.
Get Tank out of here. He's done nothing special. He's not special. And when he hangs it up for real, no one's going to think about him. But y'all guys, y'all going to talk about tattoos, chrome hearts, and greasy hair. But when we talk about his resume,
this should be in the trash.
Nobody cares. Just because you're celebrated doesn't mean you're great. I'm going to say it one more time. Just because you're celebrated does not mean you're great. It doesn't mean that. That just means people like you. Whenever I say break down his resume, after you say Pedraza, what else are you saying? Y'all go straight to marketing. Oh, he made $1 billion gazillion versus Ryan Garcia. And then when I say at that point, what did Ryan Garcia do?
This should be in the trash.
Where's the lie? Now you could paint it in word salad like K-Ho does. You could do all of that stuff. If you could take a plate of food, you got your pilaf rice, you got your spinach, and you slap a turd on there, and then decorate it with gravy and everything, you're like, I think I smell poo gas. But what is that? No, but the rice and but that protein, that's turd. That's not meatloaf. That's turd. No, but when you put the gravy on it, it's turd. It's turd. No matter how you dress it up. And there was nothing but space and Jeff Sparks salute. Nothing but space and opportunity for him to do any and everything. He didn't even try. That's what drives me crazy. Coach in a building. That's what drives me crazy. He didn't even try. And I'm supposed to just deal with this? No, I am the consumer. I am the consumer. And I support people that do the work. Delano, don't matter what you say, good brother, because I see what Tank is doing. Doing, D-E-W-I-N-G. Doing. Don't talk to me about Cruz with a belt, Delano, because Tank told you belts don't matter.
Whoa!
Stop. You see? He got you out here grandstanding, but I'm hanging you by his words. Tank told you belts don't matter. Stop talking to me about belts. Belts don't pay the bills, right? This is Tank talk. This is Floyd Mayweather Tank talk, right? When Tank was asked about fighting Lomachenko, Floyd said, Loma's old, he got to fight now. We're going to move on to 8 or 9 figure paydays. Y'all said that was Floyd's fault. Leonard Ellaby said Tank picks his fights. Now, he's not dealing with Leonard Ellaby or Floyd anymore. What is he doing? He's picking his fights. That's what he's doing. Delano, I'm going by your logic. Because you know why? Since y'all devalued the belts and the sanctioning body helped devalue their own belts, shout out to Zuffa. Shout out to Zuffa. Get down or lay down. Y'all are being hung by your own words. Y'all literally locked yourself out your own house. Y'all went to take out the trash and you got a slam lock and you ain't bring your keys. And it's 2 degrees outside. You outside with boxers on, a bathrobe, and Crocs with no socks on. Now you got to call the fire department. Oops, my phone's inside. Now you got to go to your neighbor house looking crazy. That's y'all. That's y'all. Man, click the Rumble link. Go to Rumble. We're going to pick this up on Rumble. Go to Rumble right now. Click the link at the very top. Go to Rumble right now, right now, right now.